Oh, CR2?
Yeah. Are you a challenge rating too?
I think. Yo, it's like Shadow of War. If you capture him and dumb him down enough, he'll just go crazy. I'm glad I restarted that game because I really want to do that.
What's like the coolest thing challenge rating 2 that I could brainwash?
A pig.
I'm gonna have to beat you first.
Yeah, it's not gonna willingly go, so you're gonna have to smack a pig around until it's unconscious.
Telepathic commanding it what precisely to do takes a bonus action, otherwise it will act intelligently as it can by itself. DM control.
We live stream? Wow. Shout out to everyone who's watching.
Yeah, Noel, you better be on, bro.
He is.
At 14 level, may bind a creature that is CR3.
We're just waiting for Amber. That's why your boy Justin's here.
You can't see me.
Yeah, they probably don't. Yeah, they can. That's the camera.
Oh, hi.
It's his first live stream. He's shy.
Yeah,
It's not his first live stream, but
I'm lactating. Shane, get over here. It's a mess.
but oh my god, the echo.
It's definitely that mic.
How do you think the last episode went, Noah?
How do I think I went? How do I think the last episode went?
Yeah, one of those words. Put them together, you know.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I think it went pretty well. I mean, Tyson McKay's in a rough way, kind of. He's got to make some decisions real quick. I think Lena and Rogar Ragnak kind of took a back seat to Tyson's story a little bit, which is fine, you know.
Yeah, backseat.
Baby's taking over everything.
Yo, babies are the life of this world. I don't know.
Man,
Yo, I didn't like.
if Fievel was there, I would have said hold him down. I would have cut open his stomach, pulled the thing out. Wah.
That
Put
would
it in
have
a
killed
little
him.
cloth.
That definitely would have killed him. Fievel's not a surgeon. There's no experience in this.
I know medicine.
He knows blood.
Yeah.
Yeah, he knows how to take it out, not put it back in. Jesus.
Just scooping the blood back.
I can fix this.
If I like kicked him downstairs, would that prevent him from having it?
No, this is not a fetus like a
We got a
normal
coat hanger. Shoved it way up inside my asshole.
What? Okay,
Also, it's not gonna be birthed out of your asshole. There's no connection
Where's it
there
coming
between.
out?
It's coming out of your dick hole.
No,
Yeah.
it's so small.
Not
It's
my,
supposed to come out of there.
not my slotty.
We have talked about this. It's bursting forth from your chest. It's going to destroy your internal organs.
Okay,
I'll give you my organs.
Josh,
Okay, thanks.
I got an idea. Drown yourself in
He
alcohol
consented. He
and just
consented.
poison it.
You heard it here first.
Just keep drinking, and the thing's eventually gonna get sick, and it's just gonna die. And then it'll come out of your asshole because you're gonna shit it out.
I think if you go in the middle, Shane, you could probably rearrange it. Sorry, we're trying to figure things out.
No, I mean, I honestly think it went really well.
That's good.
Aside from
4 weeks
splattering
it took
that.
us to release
Yeah,
that
I
dude.
wasn't too hyped about who got infected.
Yeah, what the fuck, Robin?
We don't know they're infected.
The hell's that all about? The only one
Yeah.
I liked.
Maybe you guys should tell them your infected theory that you've been just bombarding me with messages about.
Please.
Yeah, so the undead infect people with their ooze, I think.
Oh.
It's kind of like when you bang a girl and if you jizz in her, then she gets pregnant.
Just like Tyson.
Wow.
It's coming full circle.
This is so relatable to real life.
Is that why you listen?
Yeah. This is daily tips. I just have to transition what it actually means in real life. When Tyson got pregnant, it says don't get someone pregnant or stay away from serpents.
Don't let frogs impregnate you.
The messages aren't always crystal clear. Yeah, sometimes I take messages from it. Like Tyson got pregnant, and I was like, I probably don't want to do that.
I don't want to be a male pregnant guy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Seemed real
Rogar joined the
rough.
Knights of the New Moon. I was like, oh, good. Chivalry's not dead. Amber's a pretty powerful character. I figured that was empowerment of women. I take a lot from the pod.
It's 2018. Yeah, that's
I like the
fair.
way she beats up the men. Oh wait, was when Tyson beat her? Was that domestic abuse?
Yeah.
Was that anal?
Sure was.
I don't know if I call it domestic abuse. I mean, it happened in a house, but I wouldn't call it
Listen, a
domestic
girl hits
abuse.
me, I'm gonna hit her.
Yeah,
You guys
for
are gonna see me
sure.
on the news in a few years. I'm kidding. We're live.
Yeah,
I can't
wife-
make these jokes.
Wife playfully pushes husband. Husband beats her.
Exhibit A for the court. We have Josh Shell saying that he's going to be in
Pull the plug,
court for
Shane.
beating women.
Oh yeah, we got producer Shane behind the camera. Just shout out to Shane.
Doesn't have a shirt on.
Shout out.
Yeah,
Jesus. Ears.
Ugh.
He runs the show. We're waiting on Lena. Lena hates being on time.
She thinks time is a patriarchal construct.
A matriarch.
So,
maybe after the Dicey D20 feud, maybe she know what's actually happening tonight. I'm Lena tonight. What am I, an ice wizard?
I want
Yeah.
to see you do an Amber impression.
Yeah, where's the men I can beat?
Get over here.
You choke out a lot of people.
Oh, this is great. I mean, Fievel did that.
Lyric might like your playstyle.
Actually, no. Fievel didn't like Baxter like that.
Yeah,
I don't know. I feel like Ularic would think Fievel's just a little bit too much. You know what I mean?
He's like
Ularic's
the
about
evil of Tyson.
yeah. Ularic's he's about strong and confident power that doesn't need to be waved around a lot.
Not Napoleonic complex.
Yeah, and Fievel's just a little bit too chaotic for these villains, I think.
Mazur couldn't even take me in, you know?
Do you think Fievel's in the army of the dead?
I think he's leading it.
Yeah, he's leading it.
Yeah. I took down Mazur so I could get full evil without having some guy to look up to. And I found an army, and now we're attacking Ryberry because you didn't let me into the fucking gate.
That
Think
would be
twice.
hilarious. That would be hilarious if that was the story.
What a man.
No longer will the mouse folk be downtrodden.
Fievel's at the gate. Let me in.
Yeah.
All right, come in.
Apologize to Jack Bauer for not letting him in.
And then let him in. Or we're taking the city.
Cool, and then the undead could just blend in with everyone else in Ryberry.
That's how it would work.
It's just like Fallout 3 when you go to Tempany Tower and there's all these fucking humans living in the tower, and you got the decision to make. Either you can let the ghouls in and the ghouls slaughter everyone inside Tempany Tower, or you can just be a fucking snob and live in Tempany Tower and get a nice room. I took the nice room the first time, to be fair. But then I was like, I wonder what happens if you let the ghouls in. Oh my god, it was awful. You walk in, they start ripping people apart, people screaming. I'm like, this isn't what I said. But
I miss your obscure references.
pretty cool perk. You get a ghoul mask, so if you put it on, ghouls don't attack you because they think you're friendly.
Wow. Oh, does that same? Do you think that's the same with the undead in this story?
Maybe. Yeah, you know what? Rub some of that goo all over yourself and see what happens. They won't attack you. You'll smell like them. Just like The Walking Dead,
Yeah,
they gut them, they rub all the guts all over themselves, and
Whose job do you think it is to clean that up? Like the dead person up?
you mean in the city?
Mm-hmm. Like near the well. Also, who's gonna drink from the well now?
I will.
Oh god.
The homeless. They don't have a choice.
All the homeless are infected.
Yeah, Sab thought he fixed the problem, but they're still malnourished. They still gotta drink water from fucking dirty pools.
Of pus.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
are there still a lot of homeless people there?
in the town.
Yeah.
I mean, they're now if there are homeless people, they're just squatting. They're trying to get into abandoned houses and
They're squatting.
They're breaking into houses. Call the guards!
The guards are giving up.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys have thought this through or not, but like I think all the problems have now kind of taken the back burner. You know, taken the back seat to the big problem.
Do we ever think anything through?
No, I don't think so.
Also, what are your priorities of problem right now in your mind, Noah?
I would say there's an enemy outside the gate. You know nothing about them,
No.
and
Tyson's
they seem
first.
to be here to hurt
Tyson's
you.
first.
We cure Tyson, throw him over the wall. He fights off the horde, and we win.
I like this.
Yeah, but you just have to say I'm pregnant. You wouldn't hit a pregnant person, would you? And then
go,
they'd all walk right by. You could kill their leader, and the rest of them will just fall into dust.
Oh wow! What if this is Granny Addie?
No, there's no way.
Yeah, and then the kids are in
She's
there
got to
too.
babysit, and she doesn't have two sisters to look after them. Okay,
Jesus.
you idiot.
You know what? +1 inspiration points for Fievel.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's been on like 18 episodes. Comes on for the pre-show, and he gets fucking inspo points.
Wow.
I don't know. He's calling you out, and he's right. How could it be Granny Addie? What
I
would
was
she have
throwing
to gain
out
from this?
theories, okay? guys?
Undead grandma leading undead army.
No, it's probably Orin.
What?
Right.
Okay.
Where's Orin been this whole time?
Exactly. You know what? Mustering an army because he just wants the city for himself.
Because he saw what what's that other guy's name that betrayed us? Not Luth.
You should know his name. You hate him.
Not Luth.
Not Luth.
No, the other guy.
Lothian.
Lothian. Right. Yeah.
I miss Luth. Where's Luth?
Where's Arda?
Where's Orin?
Oh my god, guys. There can only be so many characters on screen at once.
They all ganged up, and because we forgot about them, they're gonna take over the city.
We are the forgotten. Characters that have been forgotten. So now
Arda,
we will
you
kill you
forgot
all.
about me, you bitch.
Fievel's leading the army.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah, we got fine ass bread lady, Fievel's brother,
Hey.
Orin, Luth.
What happened to Fernand's bread lady? You were supposed to have a date with her like a week ago.
And all this shit happened, so.
I think it was
Tell me.
before you were supposed to go to the Nights of the New Moon, wasn't it?
Duty calls.
Because we had a week off in between.
I just like to tease her, okay?
Oh, okay.
Uh,
Yeah.
That's not cool.
How do you feel about me taking what's her face? Eye patch lady.
you
Uh,
took her?
Irina?
Yeah,
Arg?
she loves me.
Does she?
We were talking about my virginity, so
Is it her baby?
I mean,
That's what I-
she brought
that's
up
what I told her.
she didn't bring up your virginity. You brought it up, and she
Oh.
called you an idiot. So I don't
Oh.
know.
Yo,
It's called-
things are
it's called
spicing
flirting,
up.
okay, guys?
I can see it.
Yeah, guys, so many girls flirt with me. They're so mean to me. They say, "Don't sit next to me. I don't want to talk to you,
It's called
weirdo."
negging, but they're negging
And
me.
Yeah, and they all flirt.
You're such an idiot. Even the guys neg me. Orin.
Everyone just loves Tyson,
Yeah.
but you can't show him like right through because otherwise it'll just go straight to his head. So you
Yeah.
just gotta be mean to him and hope he gets the real message.
Yeah. You got any questions in the chat there, Shane? Yo, throw your mic on so we can hear you.
Shane, take off your shirt.
There's one question.
Oh, whole
Conversation? Stop it.
Stop talking shit about Sab.
No, I'll ask. Have you guys ever played Hero Quest?
No.
There was this one time.
So no, I'm gonna say.
It's gonna be a bad answer. It's gonna be a bad answer.
No,
no.
I've never heard of
Hero
Hero Quest.
Shane, let's research it. What is it?
I played Drunk Quest board game. It's pretty great.
I get drunk.
Yeah, that's the thing. You drink to defeat monsters. It's pretty great. Oh, we're actually sponsored by Drunk Quest.
That'd be sick.
No. Yeah, I don't slay any monsters when I'm drinking, just my inner demons.
Oh God.
Mm.
You can slay them. You just let them come take you over.
So when you come back, DM, we'll have a game of Drunk Quest. We'll drink to defeat
so
the
down.
monsters. As
Yeah.
a team.
So down.
I'll
yeah.
drink a whole 40 for you.
Big news.
Oh.
Noah's coming back in like a month, and maybe we'll have a big live stream with the whole crew here.
We'll be at the Toronto Comic Con. We'll all be dressed up in our characters. Except for a big mouse.
You're gonna have to squat the whole time.
I'll be kind of like Two-Face from Batman because I gotta show Fievel and Baxter. It's like a real fucked up mouse.
We get kicked out of Comic-Con so fast.
Just trying to steal a booth.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. I'd be down to do a live podcast in front of a bunch of people. Watch them yell at us. Hi!
I think Shane's got Hero Quest down.
You got it downloaded?
Oh, he's playing it right now.
Oh my Shane, we're running a podcast.
It looks like a board game,
Oh.
but pretty similar to D.
Oh,
There's
shit.
usually a game master, dungeon.
Yo, let's get it and then live stream play it.
Make dungeons.
Do you think there's more money in Hero Quest than there is in D&D?
I don't know, it's close.
Shane, Google that.
It's just the seriousness with which you said it. Shane, Google that.
Wait, and what's the commentary going on? People are chatting?
Talking shit.
Amber asked, "Where's Lena?"
Oh.
That's a weird question.
Yeah, it
Elena.
is.
We actually don't know.
She's just
Where is
waiting
she?
outside the door.
Yeah, we locked the door and she's been knocking on it for the past half hour. But I wanted to take her time because I got booted off the pod. So, you know,
You haven't been booted off the pod. Noah just said before we started you'd be on in a couple episodes.
that's what he said
Maybe.
a couple episodes ago.
Maybe.
Let's ask Noel who his favorite character is.
We already know.
He responded, "Fans they want Fievel."
Whoa.
Oh.
Hero of humanity.
Oh my.
Nice and hurts.
Wow. That made Baxter's heart grow 10 times bigger.
My baby.
Just like the Grinch.
Just hate pregnant women. Isn't that it?
Yeah. I'll still strangle kids, but you know, I'm nicer.
It's funny how Fievel's gotten the most love, and he's definitely the character who's given the least. You know what I mean? Like,
I love Darda.
yeah, did you? You seemed to shut that down real quick as soon as
Well,
she forgot
You know what? Yeah.
What,
Better
I'm
get
not
that
getting
brain
attention out of
checked
this?
out.
Fuck this.
Gotta get that brain.
It's a lot of work, and I tried. Gave her the cheese joke, and she just laughed in my face. No, she didn't even laugh.
She just like walked away.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
a very vocal minority of Fievel fans.
They're like the NRA. There's not many of them, but they're so loud that you just think there's a lot.
Exactly. And there's a few Tyson fans, a few Lena fans.
A lot of the people out here that know the pod like Lena the best, and they say it's because she brings a very different voice to the pod. I don't
I've
know
never
if
talked
that's
to a woman before.
yeah. I think yeah. I'm not sure that's just because her voice sounds super different, but I had a couple people say that she's the funniest.
Whoa. Yeah, she's
I
got
know.
some funny jokes. Like low key though, like they go under the radar a lot. I said low key. I hate saying that, by the way.
Low-key?
It's the worst. I started saying that ever since the cottage.
Oh, sorry, babe.
I like that. Call me babe. But yeah, no, Lena's funny. I hope she's not watching. Don't let this go to your head.
Yeah, because then she'll try to be funny, and it just, no.
Yeah.
It never works. Gotta be natural.
Like yours.
Yeah. Hey, you think I plan out what I say? No. It
No, we know you don't plan it. What you
fucking
say.
comes out.
It's very clear that you don't plan anything about Fievel's actions.
Yeah, 'cause then you're talking to a woman before.
Yeah, I think it. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not sure that's just because her voice sounds super different, but I had a couple people say that she's the funniest.
I like that. Even his character, you don't even have a backstory.
It's tough, you know. The 157 novel of his backstory. I'm just gonna let it out, and
You should write a book on Fievel.
I
His
should.
backstory, his true backstory.
you know what? Yeah.
Every chapter's in
Become
there.
a Patreon, and you could have access to all 158 pages.
You would not write a book. So.
Yo, I'll write it. I'm unemployed. I'll fucking write it.
Do it. I want to watch
Notch.
this.
Notch.
Yeah.
We'll start tonight.
He's gonna just be sitting there like typing away, staring at us.
I'm gonna write you guys in and say that I met you guys before. Then I beat the shit out of you, and you all forgot who I was.
I mean, maybe.
Did we forget who won the arena fight?
Oh.
Wow.
Oh shit.
Well, if we didn't put the rule that you can get back up, I kicked your fucking ass. Instead, I had to chase down this guy.
We also didn't put up the rule that you could have 1,000,000 legs.
Whoa.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yo, I got 4 arms and 2 legs. It's not that big of a deal. Hey, you know what? By level 10, I'll have like 8 of each, so you have it
Oh
easy,
my God.
okay?
I think I
Not even a mouse anymore, it's just a spider.
That's the thing. With evolution points, I could shoot webs eventually. I
Holy
just gotta reach a
shit.
certain level. Yeah, it'd be real fucked up.
Are you allowing this, Noah?
Executive decision. Yeah, I'll allow it.
Nice.
I want to see Fievel for the first time in weeks, and just to be him a completely different person.
Yeah, I was saying to Sab, I should have took the dark path, because then I would have had a new beast, and then with these new limbs and stuff, I could have just said to these guys, darkness is my ally.
I
Like,
love darkness.
and the Bright Lord would have shat his pants, because he's like, Jesus Christ, nothing bright enough can brighten up this guy. Holy fuck.
I could stick a flashlight up his ass and it wouldn't be bright.
Kill him with fire.
Oh my goodness, Lena. I don't want to make everyone wait for it. Alright, let's keep going. You're Lena right now.
Okay,
Welcome back to the Dicey D20. My name's
So,
Noah, your DM.
what was I doing last?
Um,
Oh, Tyson, get over here. Can I feel your pregnant stomach?
Do you feel like kicking?
I sure do. Feels like nibbling, actually.
Punch it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Although, yeah, it.
Roll for damage.
Wait.
What if she froze it
Yeah.
inside me? And
What if
organs?
you blast it with ice and then you cut it open and then you take it out?
Hmm.
Yeah, I feel like you guys don't think anything through.
Yeah,
is
Let's
my
just
body.
freeze. Let's just freeze his chest, stop his heart, keep his lungs paralyzed. Maybe his kidney will shut down. Then we pull out the thing that's killing him, and then oh yeah, he'll be dead.
I don't need it, guys. It's okay.
We got the baby out though. That's all that matters.
Yeah. No, Padme didn't survive, and she gave birth to Luke and Leia. You know, it happens.
What if you stab my stomach with a
Okay.
sword at the same time as I planeswalk?
Mind blown.
I mean, I'm down to try it.
Will the
Oh
whole
yeah, are
sword
you?
go with
You're
it?
down to try?
Yeah.
Will the
All
whole
in
sword go with
favor.
me?
We all think it's a great idea.
It's
Tyson,
gonna be
no.
on the other plane, just writhing, just rolling around. Half a sword inside of me.
You're gonna go back to those 2 fucking things you pissed off, and then you won't be able to run. They'll be like, hey, there's the asshole that tricked us last time. You're dead either way.
You're right. Should I just wait for Vel?
Why don't you just go back to what the fuck is it called?
Limbo?
Limbo. Go to a slod nursery and get them to take it out. I'm sure they do it like 1,000 times a day.
Sir, I might have killed some of your people, but
I didn't kill any of them.
my friend might have
You
killed...
watched them die.
I tried and I missed. Okay. I still have my wand. What if I shove my wand?
Up your ass?
Just use all 8 slots and say, I'm taking you with me, you fucking thing.
Everyone's coming with me.
Swallow it as I use the wand.
Yo, genius. Use 7 slots, and then when the undead army comes, use the last one and just whip it at them off the wall. They'll walk by. They won't have any idea what's happening, and then they'll just all fucking burn into ash.
How many would it take out, Noah?
At least 200.
Yo, the thing's a nuke.
At least 200, at least. Yeah, no, I'll confirm that. It would kill at least 200.
Holy
Wow.
shit!
No, you fucking idiots.
Wow.
Don't get my dick hard.
Yeah,
Noah.
I didn't know my DM was a liar.
That's what DMing is. It's lying.
Well,
It's kind of in a
Lying
way.
really well.
That's what
Yeah,
storytelling
you have a
is.
chance. Yeah, Arda loves you. Yeah, Tyson, you won't die.
you bastard! Take it back.
You bastard.
Take it back.
What was it? I was talking at work today. Phil was at work. He played a character who had this mad love interest with this girl named Selena, and we were going through like some girl was renting gear, and Phil was like, "What's her name?" And I was like, "I don't know. I think it's Selena." "Don't you say her name," he says. "You took her away from me." It's not my fault. He chose to kill her.
Oh,
Yeah.
details.
You also chose to make her lose her memory.
Is that or she died a horrible death?
Well,
At least she would have remembered me.
She'd be dead.
that's so selfish.
Look, baby, I know you want to live, but guess what? I need you to remember me, and this is about me, not you. So
Yeah.
There's that handsome ass Bright Lord over there, and I know if I let you forget me, you'll fall for him.
but I'll be alive. No, shh.
Just holding
It's
a pillow
fine.
over.
This is the easy way. The more you talk, the harder this is.
Wait, I forget. Did her dad die?
Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah, he did. He's fucking pushed up in a carcass pile, and that fucking thing they called a god just devoured all their souls and
Oh.
turned into that 7-ass vagina fucking serpent monster.
It's a good thing I was there to kill it, eh?
I love that Fievel
No.
sees the world differently than we do. That 7-vaginaed monster just... It's like, what?
I was in its mouth for half the fight.
Which one?
Dude,
I don't know.
the heads were just beating me off. Can't drink
I loved
enough to
Ness's
forget
little
that.
freak out during that. Fievel's freak out was
Yeah.
so funny. Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
that's-
no, just another head hits me. Okay, no, I get it.
Fuck you, guy.
Yeah. Fuck you.
That's the best. If you guys
If I was a DM, I'd never do this to anyone.
if you guys haven't watched the finale of season 1, go back, watch that part. It's my favorite.
It's alright.
Yeah, or during the Coliseum when I snapped at Fievel for his modifications. That was probably one of the funniest times too. Oh no, it's fine, you fucking cockroach. Just-
Yeah, I got Facebook proof. You know what? Can we post that on the Patreon thing?
You got it.
Yeah. He said, yeah, cool. Or, yeah, man, that's awesome. Can't wait to see it next episode. I was like, yeah, me too. This is great. He
Look,
calls
I'm not
me
gonna
out.
lie to you. I'm high most of the time. Okay,
Oh
I
my
can't.
God.
Your mom's watching.
I can't. She knows. I can't be held accountable for everything that I say.
That's true.
We can try.
You just did. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
But I mean, it's no excuse for giving me confirmation. You never denied it afterwards.
Yeah, no, I think I did give you confirmation. It's just, it hit me out of nowhere, man. You showed up with a bunch of arms,
Yo,
you had a
he was-
bow and a spear, and you were just shooting stuff and hitting people. And
Listen, Justin, having sex with someone under the influence is illegal. So doing it, asking him what your character is going to be while he's under the influence is also
Yeah.
illegal.
yeah, exactly.
Really?
He took advantage of me. He knew I was
Wow.
messed up.
So you can almost never ask Noah what your character's going to be.
Some people hop in an Uber and they say, take me to McDonald's, you fucking servant. And he does it. He's supposed to say, no, you're drunk. Let me take you home.
No.
Exactly.
I think his job is to take. Wait, what?
I don't get
The
I
Uber
don't get
driver's
the
not under the
story.
influence.
Well, how do you know? You know what?
Then that's illegal in its own right.
My friend told me that his friend bought some weed off of an Uber driver, and the shit was laced, and the fucking guy had seizures. Don't trust Uber. Go
What
back
do you-
to taxis. Okay.
What about Lyft?
I only ride Blue Line here because Ubers are sketch.
And you know
Fucking-
what? You all wondered why he was off the pod. It's because he's off the fucking rails, okay? I don't know what you're even saying right now. You went from McDonald's runs drunk to don't trust Uber, and I just don't know where this fits in.
Try editing it.
You psychopath. You fucking...
Try putting this together later on.
Yeah.
You know what we should do? You know those Jake and Amir music videos? The music they made out of Milkman and out of their other bits? We should make songs out of our bits.
I mean, we could try. It'd be a lot of daddy, though.
I'm a great singer.
No, I think you're missing the point. We take existing clips and we make them into songs.
Oh.
You just clip it, auto-tune it.
Mm.
Slap
You know
it
what? Let's put out a contest to all of our listeners, and they'll get like a shirt or
in.
something.
All three of them, probably.
If they make up a cool song using the audio clips from the pod.
It's a year free pass to the Patreon.
Ooh.
I don't know how that would work.
Too bad.
You have to pay
Too
to
bad
get
we
into
promised
the
it. It's
Patreon.
out there now.
I'm trying to think of how that would. I guess I could just give them the stuff.
They'll figure it out.
Sounds like a lot of work.
And they even get on the Wall of Heroes.
Yes.
Oh shit.
Not everyone makes it there.
Sometimes I forget for a few weeks.
My great uncle died, and he was sad he never made it to the Great Wall of Heroes.
So what's going on with Amber? Is she dead, or are we?
Coming, it's like an hour late.
Yeah.
Say, got some Monster Hunter to play.
Wow. Maybe we should have rescheduled.
You know what? I'd like to formally apologize to Sab.
Yeah.
I'd like to formally
Thanks.
not apologize to Seb.
Yeah,
Thank
no,
you.
I'm back on that train. I don't want to apologize. Right now.
I'd like to apologize to Fievel,
Thanks.
Yeah,
not Baxter.
Oh,
Yeah, he's a dick.
really?
I hate Baxter.
Saved your fucking
No.
asses in that Bullywood camp.
No, if you guys
Did
saw what
you?
I had planned for
Yeah,
Fievel's
I was
return,
free.
you wouldn't be apologizing to him. He's got some good stuff coming up.
Good stuff.
Am I gonna be in it?
No.
Not at first, probably.
Oh.
I'm not going
Or
back
may-
to that shithole
maybe-
Ryberry.
So
Maybe right at first, and then not
So
for a
Josh
while.
lives?
Well, I don't. That's a. I mean, I'm assuming he lives. I mean, like he's
What
got
if
a
I
couple.
die and then I'm a new character in Fievel's backstory?
No, we'll just drag your
Ooh.
dead body everywhere.
It's like Weekend at Bernie's with Tyson.
I mean, you've got a pretty clear-cut option right now. Like Damek was pretty clear about it.
Yeah, I could sell out someone.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Don't look at me.
Don't look at me. I'm not even there. He doesn't know me.
There's this mouse I know. Rides a giant toad.
I don't know. Your options are limited. You know, like Fievel's not there. He can't go for Lena because he's forbidden.
So you're
Vel's not
saying
there
punching
yet.
my stomach won't work.
I'm saying it definitely won't work.
What if I just blast a guiding bolt through it?
Well,
I'm telling you, just get dickered every fucking night, and that thing is gonna get poisoned from all the alcohol.
I think
you
you're
might
all.
too.
I think you're all overestimating how much time he's got left. Like
6
he's on
minutes.
what, day 5?
Yo, keg stand, bro. Say, hold me, and then just fucking keg stand.
Is that what I'm gonna do?
If you gotta piss,
I don't know if that's
just
gonna
tell
work,
him to
but
lift your pants
Yeah.
upwards, I guess.
Where the ass is Vel? That's what I want to know.
I don't think you understand the gravity of the quest that he took on to try and save you.
Then what was the point?
He's dogging it right now.
Should
Yeah.
just
He got
come
no
back
other
with
way
me.
to help you.
He's fucking the blue. Or wait, are you the blue one? No, you're the red one. Okay.
What the fuck are you talking about? Why we
He's
talk about
fucking-
every game?
He's
Fire.
fucking the blue planeswalker
He's
because
green.
she's a girl. No, he's a green one, but he found the blue one and he's fucking her.
It's a girl?
Yeah. Noah told me all about it. They're actually married. And you're their son.
I can
Oh.
confirm. I can confirm everything he's saying.
Oh, the
Then
live
no.
stream listeners are gonna be so
Yeah,
confused.
they saw how annoying you were and they left you on the curb. And then when you found him again, he was like, oh shit. And then
This
when he's
moron.
like, I'm going to go save you, he just went back to his wife and said, yeah, he's alive. But don't worry, he's pregnant with some fucking slod, so he'll die soon enough. Now they're drinking wine from the Winterwaddle Mountains.
What?
Yo,
I'm lost on the tangent.
Me too.
backstory. Come on.
Just keep branching down this
No,
tree.
you know what? Nothing he said is true.
Whoa.
He doesn't know if it's a girl. He doesn't know what happened to Vel.
Well,
Vel's dead.
better be.
That's
I'm
one
on
option.
my way, Tyson.
Shut up, old man.
Is he old? Still?
Hey, he's still old. He just doesn't. He remembers stuff now.
Oh,
They fixed his memory.
wow.
'Cause I'm the best. But glad to see it's not both ways. Thanks, Vel.
I can read lips. He's saying, shut your wide ass up and.
No, he's mouthing at us. Okay.
I understood.
Something about licking.
Fuck.
Yeah, we might have to take a break.
It's
Hang
tough
on.
now because it's blurry. Otherwise, I could do it 100%.
Not that blurry. We all understood what it was. Oh yeah, make smoke bubbles out of it.
Yeah. Hashtag vape train.
Okay. Should we take like a 5-minute live stream break?
No.
Come back when
I
Amber's here?
agree with it.
I'm not
Okay.
done here.
Sorry everyone watching. We got to take a 5-minute live stream break and then we'll come back with Amber and get rid of this Fievel guy. So say bye to him.
I'm sorry.
Bye, Fievel.
Bye, Fievel.
You suck.
Whoa, that's it. Full army attack this episode.
Sorry, I built 1,000 catapults while
Keep
this
that
was all
recording,
happening.
Ugh.
If you
Oh God. Hi.
All right, clap sync for me, Seb. Noah.
Wait. 3, 2, 1.
Bang on. I'm gonna barely hear that, so
Yeah, I barely clapped there.
whatever. We're back. We're back. We're ready to attack.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Dicey D20. My name is Noah, Dungeon Master, and I'm joined here by our players. We have Rogar Ragnak.
Oh, that's loud. Hello.
Oh, am I going to miss that? Oh, I'm so sorry.
That's okay. Wait, turn it back up a bit.
The perfect start.
Which ones are mine?
I wish every.
There we go. That's better.
Okay.
I like being introduced first.
Myers.
Yeah. How's it going, everyone?
We're also joined by Tyson
How
McKay.
does this work if mine's the second one?
Jesus Christ.
Hey guys, I'm here. I don't have hearing problems.
And finally, we're joined by Lena of the Iron Wolves clan. Lena, how's it going?
It's going good.
+1 inspiration point, Lena. We all
Oh my
feel
God.
for your vocal cord loss.
It's only an audio podcast, you know.
Yeah, I can hear you now. I was on all the way down, so I can actually hear you now.
Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Last we left off, our heroes were standing on the wall at the gate of Ryberry, looking out towards an ominous presence, a green glowing light with these shadowy figures illuminated, kind of backlit by it. And those figures have since receded into the forest, that ominous glow kind of fading until it dies into darkness. And then a heavy fog rolling over the open fields outside of Ryberry. We are left with our heroes standing atop the wall with Wolfhelm, Groban, Galix, and Irina, as well as prominent members of the Iron Wolves clan. We got Lena, as well as McCain, Ansel, Rodolfo, and of course Ularic. Now, is there anything you guys would like to say before we hit right into it?
It was quite a party.
It's quite a lot of people on that wall, there's no doubt about it.
How strong are these walls?
Not strong enough, for
There
sure.
can only be room for one.
And I start kicking people off. Kick the hell.
Okay, so it is, as these figures have receded and everyone's kind of peering into the darkness, everyone kind of reluctant to turn their backs on it. But after a few minutes pass, and it appears that the imminent danger is no longer there, it is Wolfhelm and Ularic who look at each other, and they kind of exchange this solemn stare. Okay, both of them obviously reluctant to just
Kiss.
deal with
Kiss each other.
kiss. No, I mean, you know what I mean. Like, they're both leaders.
How
They both
far are they from each other?
They're about 5 feet from each other.
I stand, like, you know how people just stand and watch? I'm going to stand, like, right beside them, watching in between them.
In between them.
Yeah. Like, not right in between, but, like, just off to the side, but, like, in the middle of them.
Okay, because you weren't there before, so
Where
you're
was
looking
I?
to. Well, so you have to imagine Wolfhelm and Ularic were right at the center of the gate above it, and they were standing side by side. And then all their members are either on the right-hand side for Ularic's Iron Wolves and the left-hand side for Wolfhelm's Knights and yourself, Tyson.
Okay, I shimmy through with my large belly.
Okay, so you're shimmying around. You're quite weak, though, Tyson, so, I mean, you're looking pretty gaunt. And Ularic and Wolfhelm are looking at each other. They both kind of exchange this nod, and Wolfhelm says, "We need to figure out a plan." And Ularic looks to him and says, "To the mayor's hall, then." Okay, so these two men kind of turn, each walking down one side of the steps behind the gate that lead up there, and their men following them. Okay, so as Wolfhelm passes, he nods at all of his men, so he's looking to have Irina, Galix, as well as Groban and Rogar Ragnak all
There we
join
go.
him up at the mayor's hall. Okay, and Ularic does the same. He looks over and he nods at Irina and your boy, McCain, as well as Rodolfo and Ansel. And they begin to shout orders at their own respective men, telling them to take up posts all around the city and to watch the outlying fields around Ryberry.
So no one wants Tyson, is what you're saying?
Well, no one
Correct.
acknowledged Tyson, but you can. I mean, you've probably earned a place there, right? You're probably welcome.
So this is where I choose a side, and which side of stairs I go down.
Mm. Yeah,
You're
yeah.
right.
I mean, that's fair.
How
This
far
is a
Down
big
the
deal.
stairs and stuff.
How far is the jump?
How far is the jump?
The jail.
Oh, the jail.
No, the jump from the top of the wall. Don't correct me.
Send it to the jail. That'd be funny.
The jump's about 15 feet.
Not bad.
I'll push you.
I could make that. I'm pregnant though, so pretty
Oh.
weak.
How about I go to the bottom and then I just catch you as you jump?
Catch me. And it's like that open arm, like twirl me around a little bit. Nah, I walk down the stairs.
Which side?
Yeah, which side? The Knights of the New Moon or the Iron Wolves?
Both my girls on either side.
Oh.
Who's your girl on Ularic's side?
McCain.
No.
I like that slimy bastard. No, I walk down Ularic's side to be
Ooh.
To be
Ooh.
fun.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so Tyson McCain walks down Ularic's side, and he's following behind Lena. So Lena, you notice Tyson McKay kind of huddle in with your group and follow you guys down the stairs. Would you like to make any comment on that, or just let
Blast
it pass?
him.
I'll just kind of like evil smile. I can't do one of those in real life, but
Oh.
like evil smile and like nod, like fuck yeah.
This was the only handicap access.
The right side is a ramp. The left side is stairs. I can't do stairs.
I roll down it on my belly.
Okay, so the two groups of warriors, Knights of the New Moon and Iron Wolf Clan, kind of march up the cobblestone streets of Ryberry. Men rushing past them, people kind of peeking their heads out of their doors, asking passersby, soldiers and guards, what's going on. You know, there's kind of hurried responses
We're
as
all
you guys
dead.
kind of walk through the crowds and head up to the mayor's hall.
Does the Bright Lord actually say that? Because that'd be
The Bright
awesome.
Lord's getting chaos.
We're all dead.
I wave as I go by them.
Cool.
Okay. So people kind of look confused at Tyson McKay as he's waving at them, but no one seems to acknowledge him. In fact, I think the whole town at this point knows he's just a sack of shit at this point.
I saved their asses. No, I didn't. I tried though.
Okay, so what is going to occur, guys, here is they are going to walk up the steps to the mayor's hall. Ularic kind of opening the doors wide, and his men and women kind of enter. His cloak kind of billowing behind him,
And
followed
Wolfhelm
by
opens the other door, and I have to choose again which door I guess.
I mean, it's double wooden doors, so I mean there are sides, I guess, but they're not divided. So I mean, this really seems like you're splitting hairs at this
Super
point.
funny. Still choose a side. Ponder it for way too
I
long.
choose Wolfhelm's side this time. Create chaos.
Okay, so Ularic begins to pace right before the riser, where the mayor's chair or throne is, right? So he begins to pace in front of that, and Wolfhelm takes a seat at the end of the table nearest to the throne. We've got Irina, who's kind of posted herself up against one of the log support beams, one of the poles, and then Groban and Galix take seats right behind Wolfhelm. Okay, Rogar Regnak, where would you like to sit with your boys?
I'd like to sit beside my brother. The
Beside
other
Galix.
Dragonborn. Galix, yeah.
Okay, so you sit beside Galix, and then on the flip side of the room, McCain takes a seat opposite Wolfhelm, as well as Rodolfo and Ansel. And Lena, where would you like to be in all this? Kind of leaning up against a pole, or would you like to sit in the mayor's throne, or what are you doing?
No, not in the mayor's throne. But where is Zularic going to the mayor's throne?
No, he's not sitting there. He's just pacing in front of it. He's thinking.
Pace behind him.
If Tyson took our side, I'll kind of stand with you wherever you go. But I'm not gonna sit. Like I'll go kind of closer, standing near but away from the throne. So kind of behind where Ularic's pacing behind the throne. Not really behind it, but like closer to that wall.
Okay. All right, and Tyson McKay, where would you like to be in all this?
I sit cross-legged on the ground.
Do you have a side, or you're just gonna sit like right down the middle?
Is there a table? Is there a table that's not being used?
It's one long banquet table.
Just in the middle.
Okay, yeah.
I'm surprised that you're not sitting on the throne. You just walk.
I thought about it. I'm not gonna lie. I thought about it. Yeah, I sit it where no one's like sitting at the table. I'll sit in the middle of the table.
Okay, so you're climbing up on the table, then sitting on it.
Yes, correct.
Okay, so as you climb up on the table, Tyson, your eyes kind of flick upwards, and you see the hooded, cloaked figure of Damek. Okay?
I'm sorry, I'm
And
not in the jail.
No, he's you know that upper level, kind of that wraparound balcony that's up top that the iron wolves kind of busted through. Yeah, he's standing up there, his hands kind of clenching the balcony, the railing there, and he seems to be overlooking. There's no real light up there, right? It's kind of shadows and dark, so he seems to be up there watching.
I wave as I sit down.
Okay, his eyes and his whole head kind of turns to look at you, and you see those piercing green eyes, and for a moment you almost see this like wicked smile of teeth before darkness kind of envelops them again.
Oh God.
We're friends now, guys. Me and Damek, like two peas in a pod.
That's not a friend.
Best buds.
Yeah, well, three
That's
peas
not
in
a
a pod. He's got two personalities.
Okay, so there's silence for a moment before it is McCain who looks to everyone and says, "So, what is it that we're going to do?" Galix speaks next and says, "Oh, I suppose you have some brilliant plan, Wolf."
Ooh.
Wolfhelm looks to Galix and says, "Silence." And McCain says, "Yeah, silence." Ularic then snaps at his own man and says, "You're not helping. Be quiet."
Fight.
Okay.
Yes.
Wolfhelm looks to Ularic and says, "So, what do you make of this?" And Ularic turns towards the rest of the group. He stops pacing for a moment, pausing, and he says, "I do not know. I haven't seen anything like that creature before."
Same.
And I was about to say, maybe someone wants to say something. Yeah, Tyson McKay with the same. So Tyson McKay says same, and everyone seems to ignore him. Okay?
Hi. I have input.
It is Irina who speaks up and says, "What is the point of such a beast?" Would anyone like to...
To bring mankind down.
Oh my.
Rogar, are you saying that out loud?
Yeah.
Okay, so Rogar says to bring mankind down, and there's silence for a moment in the hall.
Hey, we call it people kind here. 280. Let's go, guys.
Ularic looks to you, Rogar, and says, "The Dragonborn might not be wrong."
Goddamn right.
That'd be a first.
Such a beast can only be bred for one purpose. It was a berserker, a shock troop, meant to scare us and intimidate us. Wolfhelm looks to him. Well, it worked. Wolfhelm looks to him and says, "I've seen more fearsome and frightening things than that beast. No, it had a different purpose." "What do they want?" Irina says to the group. "What do they stand to gain by sending in that monstrosity?" And as she says this, Groban, who's kind of rubbing at his eyes,
God.
begins to cough pretty violently.
He's infected!
You okay there, bud?
You screaming that out, Rogar?
Yes.
How do you know this?
Okay, so Rogar screams out in a very effeminate voice, "He's infected!" Okay. I might be good at Rogar impersonations. and
Do Rogar.
and everyone almost simultaneously kind of slides away from Groban.
I slide
Okay.
slightly towards him.
Oh.
Okay, Groban looks to everyone and says, "What? Me? I can't be infected."
Well, you're an ogre, orc, whatever you are.
Wolfhelm looks to him and says, "Whatever got on you, brother, got on me as well."
Uh-oh.
Oren, you look good though, right? Can I perception check him?
Yeah, you can, if you'd like to.
I would like to. That's a 14.
Wolfhelm looks tired. He's been imprisoned, not eating, not sleeping very well. He also, broke out of the prison, and then, they had the Horlo ordeal. He actually fought the thing and, did fairly well until the head splattered all over him. He looks worse. He's, worse for wear, you know what I mean? Like, he's in rough shape, but he doesn't seem to have the same coughing symptoms that Groban has.
Can I perception check to see where the fluids landed on him compared to, like, if it just got on his clothing compared to his eye?
Sure, yeah, absolutely. Roll me a d20.
Oh, calm down. Ooh, that's a 19 plus whatever my perception is.
Nice, yeah. So you still see these traces of the slime and the bodily fluids on Groban's head and face. However, Wolfhelm appears to have caught most of that spray along his upper chest and not above his neck.
Wash it off. I burn his clothes.
He needs a bath.
I'm gonna mention that, and I'm gonna say, you might want to clean yourself off before you spread that to others.
Right now.
Jesus,
Okay,
that's
so-
your commander. Huh?
Wolfhelm looks to everyone, and he just kind of like stands, walking away towards the other end of the hall. He begins to remove his clothing,
Oh.
and he kind of removes it down to his undergarments, essentially. So he's got kind of this.
Exactly what I wanted.
I toss a coin his way.
Oh. I don't know. This is this kind of party.
Tyson, you don't have clothing. You just tossed a sock.
My only sock.
I will follow
Okay.
you, Commander.
Oh my God, you're all fucking terrible. He strips his top, his chest and upper body down down to his skin, essentially. For those of you who are wondering, it's pretty much just Lena. He's very chiseled. He's got this thick chest hair and back hair. It's brown
nice.
and then kind of has these silver tips to it. He's an older guy. But he's kind of I don't know the name of this guy, but he's that tattoo artist who's kind of older, who also is like a tattoo model. Yeah,
Oh, the prison guard guy?
I don't know.
Hot prison-
It's an older guy
hot
though.
prison
He's got
guy?
like a silver beard and he wears like pretty cool clothes and yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure why that was important for me to bring up, but it definitely was. So
I stand up and I take my pants off and then I offer them to him.
Wow.
okay. So before
I'm so
you
into this.
his back is kind of to you as he grabs a torch off of the wall and throws it down onto the clothes, which ignite and begin to burn on the ground.
Oh my.
Uh-oh.
There's a fire in the building now.
Wooden building.
I put that out. Frost!
I make it bigger.
Okay, so he turns back, the torchlight kind of playing with his obviously muscled upper body, chiseled, and he walks over to Tyson, who has taken off his pants and is thrusting them towards him. He looks to Tyson, shakes his head, but accepts the pants and puts them on. Tyson then, I'm assuming, goes back to sitting cross-legged. Tyson, do you have underwear? Like, I'm not sure that's something that you'd wear.
I had something on underneath, I think.
Okay,
Before.
loincloth. Yeah.
Did you take?
Loincloth.
Wait a minute. When you stole that guy's clothing, which is what you'd be wearing, I'm pretty sure you specifically said you're not gonna take his underwear because you didn't want to leave him totally naked.
But I think I had something on before that, didn't
Yeah,
I?
you had the loingcloth before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope you don't.
So I have a loincloth. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
underwear.
Lena, do you hope he doesn't? Do ya?
So I sit cross-legged with my loincloth.
Okay.
So I
All
guess
right, so
stripping is
as
how
he-
we beat the undead.
As he walks by, Galix pulls off his outer vest and hands it to Wolfhelm, who places it on. His arms are still bare. His chest kind of, there's obviously a gap where the vest doesn't cover. So, Lena, you're still getting a glorious view of that chest hair and that treasure trail,
Hmm.
I'm lesbian now.
Oh.
Rogar's
Okay.
gay, though.
Yeah.
All right, so Wolfhelm sits back down and then says, if this beast was bred to infect us, we need to take steps and precautions. Groban and I were exposed.
Gotta cut off Groban's head.
Okay, so Tyson McKay says, let's cut off Groban's head. To which I'm assuming you say it. You know what I mean? Like you.
Oh, I see how it is. No, that's fine. Yeah, I say it. I say it out loud. For everyone to hear. I stare at him
so-
while I do it.
Irina looks to you and says, out of the question. And Ularic speaks up, saying, I don't like him any more than anyone else, but he may have a point. What if your friend becomes one of them?
You don't. I heard he likes me.
I interrupt and I say, what if we just quarantine him?
Chop his arms and legs off.
Yeah.
Wolfhelm says, until we know what we're dealing with, perhaps quarantine is the best idea. And Groban looks to everyone and says, but I can still fight! And everyone kind of looks at him, and Irina's face kind of falls, and she looks down and away. Galix also turns from Groban's sight, and it's Wolfhelm who says, you will do as you're told, brother. Okay, so
Bye.
Wolfhelm then looks to Galix and says, we will need a space, somewhere where the air can't be contaminated, somewhere far away from everyone.
Your Bardas's cabin.
I mean, we could put him back in the cell. But
Oh.
There was
I
like a
don't-
whole bunch of stuff on top of the jail, though.
Yeah, that's where the guards kind of sleep,
Yeah,
right?
let's just burn that down.
Okay, so Wolfhelm says the infirmary at the Knights of the New Moon headquarters
oh
or the
God.
jail cell would make good
Good idea. Yeah,
spots.
I like that.
Okay,
Put it in your area.
so
My
he
area.
looks
My
to
area.
Galix and says, Galix, escort Groban down to the infirmary. So Groban kind of stands. He looks, like kind of like his heart. He's hurting, man. Like he's sad. He doesn't want to be the one who's quarantined. He certainly doesn't want to be sick. But he nods towards everyone and begins to walk away. Galix walking a few steps behind him.
I wave as he goes by.
Okay, so Tyson McKay waves,
Fuck,
and
man.
Ularic looks to Wolfhelm and says, and what of you? You were also exposed to that creature. Irina, that's Ularic. And Irina kind of takes a few steps forward and kind of in a louder voice says, we are not locking him away. Groban looks sick, but my father does not.
True.
I agree with that.
Well,
McCain
better
shrugs
safe
his
than sorry.
shoulders, and he's kind of twirling one of his daggers in his hands, and he says, it could be dormant inside him.
You're
Ooh.
dormant. Shut up.
Okay, so Tyson McKay yells out, you're dormant, shut up. To which Wolfhelm looks to Tyson and says, calm down, Tyson. I appreciate the sentiment, but he's right.
Can't talk to you that way, Dad.
Irina goes beside her father, and kneeling beside him, she says, but if we put you in there with Groban, you could become infected just by being there. Please, wait a few days. See what happens.
Why don't we have a total contamination zone and then a medium contamination zone?
No, I think that's stupid. I think he's fine.
Okay, so Lena says, I think that's stupid. And Ularic looks to his daughter and says, he may be a fool, but he's never made more sense than now.
Oh my god, that's twice he's agreed with me tonight.
No,
I'm the best son. He loves me. I'm like his unadopted orphan.
He looks
Not
to you,
child.
Lena, and says, we know that something is going on with the half-orc. However, the leader of the Knights of the New Moon isn't showing any signs of whatever this is.
So we'll just
And if
wait
we
till we
place
see
him-
signs.
Bad
Yeah.
idea.
So, Ularic looks to Wolfhelm and says, a second contamination zone for those whose fate is undecided might be wise.
I agree. Oh wait, that was my plan.
Ularic,
I just don't think a second contamination zone is the best idea, because then all it takes is one person to be contaminated for all of those who may have not been to become contaminated.
They just don't
So
touch each other.
maybe what they need to do is go to their residences, wherever
Oh
they
God.
like go to their. If you think you're contaminated, then you go your own house, their own residence, and then we'll do checkups.
Sounds like a lot more
Wolfhelm,
work.
Are you infected?
Wolfhelm looks to everyone and says, they are all good ideas, my friends. But I will listen to my daughter and wait until
Oh.
there are any signs.
I like that.
I
idea
doubt
too.
very much that this is contagious
Yeah.
until we begin to show the symptoms.
No.
I like that idea
Cut
too.
the heads off of all the incontagious, stick them on spikes, put them at the door so that the undead are scared.
I hear girl
And what if
works.
And what if a cure is found? Irina, says to Tyson McKay.
I was
Would
saying
you have-
this in my head. How are you
I'm
inside
having
here?
Deja vu.
Have I been talking out loud this entire time? I always
Tyson
thought I was talking
McKay,
in my
you
head.
begin to feel very weak with all of the speaking and the gesturing that you're doing.
I lie down and take a nap.
Okay, so I love how you don't even I'm gonna try and push through it. No, I'm just gonna start sleeping on the table. Okay, Tyson McKay begins to curl up on the table, and
No pants.
Wolfhelm and Ularic share a glance, and Wolfhelm just subtly shakes his head at Ularic. Okay. Is there anything that anyone would like to say before we proceed?
Night.
Okay, so Tyson McKay says goodnight, and Ularic looks to everyone and says, we need to know what we're dealing with. It's far too early for that, Wolfhelm says. We need to fortify the walls, and tomorrow, during the day, when we have the sunlight on our side, we can go investigate the woods and see what we can find.
We're gonna go out there.
Okay.
I mean,
All the eyes turn towards Tyson McKay and then return to the conversation, and McCain says, I agree. Sorry, Commander, but if we go out now, we would be vulnerable.
Nobody
Anyone
else
else?
knew about the guy with the glowing eyes, right? It was just me and Ularic.
No, all the Iron Wolves know of Damek.
No. When we looked out in the field, there was one guy with a lantern and glowing eyes.
You didn't see glowing eyes. You
Oh,
saw
okay.
that he had something shiny at his side.
Was me and Ularic the only ones who
You and Ularic are the only ones who saw that, correct?
what are you hiding from me?
I'll let that be like that. Yes.
Okay. Ularic looks to everyone and says, is that how you all feel?
How do we feel?
Yes.
Oh, waiting until morning.
Yeah.
I nod my head to the morning.
I roll over.
So Ularic looks to everyone and says, if it is the will of this council, then I suppose we will wait until morning.
Council.
He looks to the Iron Wolves and says, go now, get some rest. Allow the main guard to watch the walls. We need to be strong for tomorrow.
What if we just bring Tyson out the
McCain,
gate and then
Wolfhelm looks to Irina and to Rogar Ragnak, and he says, "You should do the same. Our men can handle the night, but we will need to be ready for tomorrow and what it brings."
All right. Time to join Tyson on the table.
You do have a bed
No,
in
let
the
him.
Knights of the New Moon
Yeah,
headquarters.
I'll,
Yeah.
You have
I'll
a
head
bunk bed?
towards there.
Okay, so the
You can sleep on the floor.
Iron Wolves begin to filter out, as well as Irina and Wolfhelm. Lena, what would you like to do?
I was thinking about following McCain, and then I was thinking maybe I want to go just back to the prison on top, like on top.
Okay, that's where
Sure.
McCain's going.
Okay, yeah, I want to go there then too. I'm
Okay.
nonchalantly like with them.
I'm gonna carry Tyson with me.
Okay, so you begin to pick Tyson up. Tyson, are you going to just let it happen, or are you...
Yeah, I nuzzle up to his chest.
Okay, so Rogar, where are you and Tyson heading?
To the Knights of the New Moon, just to where my bed is.
Okay, so
Oh,
we'll...
my butt.
Okay, so we'll focus on Lena first. So Lena, you are walking down the steps and down the main cobbled street of Ryberry towards the guard quarters, and you are walking alongside McCain. Rodolfo and Ansel are walking maybe 10 feet in front of you guys. McCain looks to you and says, "What do you make of all this?"
I think we need to be very careful about all that liquid and contamination.
I think you're right. Too bad about the half-orc. He might have been useful in combat.
If he can pull through, that'd be the best situation.
Yes. But I mean, did you see that thing? What if he becomes one of them? You and I need to make sure that that doesn't happen.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Get Tyson. He'll cut heads off.
But we need to make sure we're doing it at the right moment, that we're not doing it too early.
I agree. Ularic wouldn't be pleased. So, you guys have arrived at the guard headquarters, and you can walk in the door. The main floor is kind of tables as well as racks of weapons. It's the upper floor there where there are some barracks for the guards, and McCain begins to walk up the stairs. He turns around to look at you and says, "Are you coming?"
Yeah.
Not yet. And then wink at him.
Yeah, I do that. No. Yeah, I also just want to tell him, maybe even like just before he says that, just like don't do anything. Like don't make any actions without me knowing about that, like about the half-orc.
Okay. He looks to you and says, "Of course. I don't want to end up on Ularic's bad side."
Right. And then I'll like kind of get closer to him and we'll walk to wherever he wants to go.
Okay, so he's heading upstairs. There are a few Iron Wolves that are asleep, passed out in beds, but not many. There are only two others here. Rodolfo and Ansel seem to have gone off into the night, and there is there are two men who are passed
brother
out.
and
They have been drinking, and they're on the other side of the room. There's about 5 cots on the left and 6 on the right.
Choose. Push all the beds together.
I want to sleep over.
Mega bed!
Let's build a
We need to
fort.
fight the undead plague army. Mega bed!
The closer we get, the
Ularic,
stronger we are.
Ularic, I think you're missing the point here. This is mega bed, okay?
I'll just kind of go sit on the edge of one of the cots on the side with 6 beds. I can't remember if you said that was left or right, but the side with 6
It
beds.
was the right-hand side.
Right hand side.
So, McCain walks over towards you, and then sitting in the cot opposite yours, so on the same side of the room, but just cot opposite yours, he looks to you and says, "We should probably be getting some sleep."
I nod and then I go to sleep.
He was inviting you to have
Sexual intercourse.
I know, but I can't get pregnant right now. It's too
Oh
early
my
in the
god,
game.
McCain.
Tell him to put sheep
Tell him to,
intestine on his dick or something.
Also, I feel like it's like real soon. Like, I'm a girl on this podcast.
Well,
I don't want to play this card.
You could just do butt stuff.
The fans won't count
Oh,
it if
right.
it's butt
I could
stuff.
just suck his dick.
No, just butt stuff.
Okay, so you kind of.
To him or her?
Both.
Oh my god.
So I'm assuming you get in your bed under the kind of scratchy, rough covers, and McCain kind of slumps, like kind of falls back onto his bed.
Wait. So I lay down like you suggested, maybe with one leg off the bed, one leg on the bed,
No
and
pants
then
on.
yeah, where those typical female armor where just there's no vagina pieces.
Is that what they're called?
I don't know. No. But yeah, I'll just kind of like be laying down, and then I'll look at him and be like, I don't know how I'm supposed to sleep with all this going through my mind.
His body.
Okay, can you
I have
roll?
anxiety. No,
Are you
kidding.
you just saying it? Or are you trying to be seductive, or are you?
No, I'm more just saying it, like just
Okay.
confiding in a friend.
Okay.
Friends
So
zone.
he looks to you. He's lying on his back,
Feels
but he
bad.
turns his head to the left and kind of looks at you. His eyes kind of gleaming with a little bit of moonlight coming in through the window opposite the room. And he says, "Aye, it is much to think about, isn't it? Supposed to be a simple job, this one. An undefended city, just ripe for the taking, and now this."
Let's do it.
I don't know what I'm supposed to say to that though. Like, I guess I'll just kind of look up at the ceiling
Okay.
Oh.
Cut a hole in the
He-
ceiling so you can see
and
the
like,
stars.
and so it rains on my face.
It's romantic.
So he looks to you and he says, "I think we should leave."
Like leave Ryberry?
Like lovers?
Like
Think about it.
lovers?
Let's leave and never come back.
Think about it. This town didn't have the gold to start with. And it seems like they're reluctant to give it up. The Iron Wolves could make it out of here and leave them to deal with whatever accursed army this is.
I owe Ularic my life though. I
Why?
don't think I could betray him like that.
Oh, I'm not saying betray him. No. He hears your counsel. He listens to you. And to me. With two of us, we could convince him that this is folly, staying here.
I mean, that's not a bad idea, because it's not like I need to help these people at all. I feel bad
You-
for the pregnant male, though. He's not right then. He's just had a bad stream of luck, Probably the same thing that got us caught up in this town. It was the same bad luck for him.
You know what? Plus 100 experience points. That's funny.
Yay!
Do I get paid experience?
He, yes, you get 5 experience points. Oh my god, he
We
writes
level
it down. So he looks to you and says, "Look, you know I'm up for a fight as much as the next man. I fought for much less, but I'm certainly not willing to become one of those horrors. Just for what? A few pounds of silver?"
How do we present this to Ularic, though? I understand where you're coming from, because I don't want to die for this town when I don't have any real reason to fend my life for it. But Ularic's not going to go for that.
Ularic sees reason. He knows. He doesn't want to appear weak and back out of the city, I'm sure. But he knows that this isn't a fight that we can walk away from unscathed. I mean, look at what that thing did. Even after death, it's inflicted pain on that half-orc.
Well,
We need a better reason than that.
Look, just
I
think
think
it over. We'll go to Ularic some other time. But now he was right. We should sleep. Tomorrow's going to be a hell of a day.
Alright.
Good
I
night.
kick my other foot up on the bed and I roll over to the other side.
Ooh, sassafras.
oh.
Okay, so
taint's not
Lena,
getting
I'm
touched
going to give you
tonight.
250 experience points for late night talks with a friend.
Can we have that, Roger?
You're about to see.
And if there's nothing else you'd like to do, I'm going to transition over to Rogar and Tyson McKay.
Yeah. Good.
Okay. All right, so Rogar, you have carried Tyson McKay all the way down to the Knights of the New Moon headquarters, their guild hall. The doors opened for you after a couple of the Knights of the New Moon opened these eye slits in the door to ensure who you are, ensure your identity. They close them, unbolt and unlatch the doors, and allow you in. The whole hall is lit fairly well, even though it's the middle of the night, and it seems like there are equally as many Knights of the New Moon sleeping as there are, awake and active.
I open
What
my
would
eyes
you-
to the bright light.
Okay, so Tyson McKay, you open your eyes and kind of squint a little bit. Rogar, where would you like to go?
To my room.
Okay. All right, so you head to your room, kind of kicking the door open with your foot, not hard, but gently, right? You enter the room,
Forgot it was locked as
and
foot goes through the door.
and what would you like to do with Tyson McKay?
I'll place Tyson on my bed,
Okay.
and then is there like blankets there?
I was gonna say, Rogar, my legs are cold.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
have fairly nice blankets, so you can put the blankets over him if you want.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Because he's still just
Aw.
holding his pants.
Rogar, you know what? You're a bright lord. You're a good friend. I'm gonna give you 200 experience points for this.
Wow.
Thanks, buddy.
You know, you're taking the time in the gameplay to do things that a bright lord would do, and I appreciate it.
I set everything on fire.
And
I'm too hot. Just flames.
I'll head back down to the guild hall and see what's going on there.
Okay, good stuff.
Bye, Rogar.
right, so- Tyson McKay, you quickly fall fast asleep, and it's one of the soundest sleeps you've ever had. Like, I mean, you're knocked out cold. You're exhausted. Your body is like very physically and magically drained. Just
Okay.
letting you know.
All right, cool.
So, Rogar, you head down to the main hall, okay? And there are Knights of the New Moon bustling about, many of them boarding up windows and kind of reinforcing weaker points in the walls of the Knights of the New Moon headquarters. Even though, obviously, the enemy's outside the gates, the Knights of the New Moon know, and as is one of kind of their main thoughts on combat, is if you control the arena, you control the battle, right?
Yeah.
So they know that if something gets in here, they know this place better than anyone else, and they're going to defend it pretty well.
I asked them if they need any help.
Okay, so the one man that you go up and talk to and say, do you guys need any help? He says, actually, I think you're wanted in the study.
Oh, I go over to the study hall then.
Okay,
Yo.
the study hall.
Study
I go over
room.
to study hall. Okay. All right, so Rogar, you head over to the library/study hall, okay? And fast at work, papers and books opened everywhere. Wilmond, the scribe and
My
the
boy.
historian of the Knights of the New Moon, with his spectacles kind of drooping down his nose. He has taken off pretty much all of his layers except for his base shirt. He still
Oh,
has these
God.
kind of baggy pants on, and he's quickly flipping through the pages of a text. When you walk in, he downs the shot of alcohol that he has in a glass, throws it in the corner, and you hear it break, and he looks at you and goes, I need you.
Say, Wilman, how are ya?
He comes up to you and he grasps onto the collar of your clothes. He gets really close to your
Oh,
face.
God.
It looks like he's got like kind of a thin layer of sweat on his face. He kind of pulls his longer hair out of his face and he goes, "How do I look, Rogar?"
And he rubs your nipples.
I say, pretty stressed out.
Okay, so he licks the corner of his mouth a couple times and he goes, stressed out, and he walks over to the other side of the room. He says, oh, if it's not find me a succubus, this and that, it's what's this fucking plague monster that comes out of a well?
Whoa.
He's like, you know how many fucking stories there are about wells and monsters?
2, 3.
Many.
More than 4, he says. And I'm a slow reader.
That's not.
Oh, God.
You're the worst kind of lifer.
So he turns to look to you. He slumps down into his large armchair, grabbing the decanter of liquid that he has. He kind of looks at it, assessing that there's, he just kind of like shakes his head, seemingly disappointed in how little there is. He goes to reach for a glass, realizes there isn't one on his little side table, and just begins to drink out of it straight.
Oh.
Stop him. Stop him, Rogar.
So
He looks to you. He places it on the ground and scoots his chair up towards the corner of his desk. He actually has a desk chair, but he's not using it. He's sitting in the armchair, and he's pulled it towards the corner of the desk. He throws a bunch of papers off it, slams a fresh piece of parchment down. He quickly grabs a piece of charcoal, and he says, "Describe it to me."
Okay. Well, at first it was making a loud noise of crying and moaning in the well.
Okay, so in the top right corner, he begins to scribble like crying, wailing. He says, "Good, good. Any other sounds?"
Sound like it was in pain or
Pain.
stress or well.
In pain. Okay, okay. Anything else?
And then it climbed out of the well and it just looked disgusted and infected and there's pus everywhere.
Okay, infected in what way, though? You have to be fucking specific, he yells out, like, at you, and he kind of shakes his head and says, like, was it openly wounded? Did it have boils? Did it have scars? Was there hard parts of its body? I mean, you need to be real fucking precise.
All of that.
All of it.
Yes.
It can't be all... He starts to kind of draw. He says, what did its head look like?
Oof.
Orange.
I don't know. Undead.
Wasn't a woman?
I don't know.
It doesn't make any sense. There's no reason for these lesions and for these diseases to infect an undead. Their tissue is necrotic. It doesn't have any value. You see what I'm saying? It doesn't make any sense. You see, an undead doesn't grow mushrooms or chitin or hard parts of its body. It doesn't have fungus that grows because there's nothing to grow on, you see?
Yeah.
So it's not a zombie then, isn't it? Right? It's not a fucking zombie. And everyone keeps coming in here saying, there was a zombie, and it's fucking making my job hard.
Oh, definitely not a zombie. It's some sort of infection. I'm not sure. Like.
Yeah, okay. Was it wearing any clothes?
No, not that I saw.
It was definitely wearing clothes.
Was it?
It was like
Was it?
gross. It was like gross clothing and all tattered and stuff, I thought.
Tattered clothing.
Okay.
So
Just lie to him.
what
Make shit
answer
up.
are we going with here? Tattered clothing, no clothing? Do you
Let's
want to
go
roll a
tattered
memory check and
clothing.
see?
Oh, sure.
It's probably smart, right?
It's a 4.
You don't know whether it was wearing clothes or not. You have to make a decision here.
I'll just go with like tattered clothes.
Tattered clothes, okay, tattered clothes. So it either grew out of them. How big was it? Was it larger than a man?
It's bloated.
Yes, it was larger than a man.
Larger than a man.
Not in
Tattered
height,
clothes.
though. I would tell him not in height. It was
In horizontal.
like
Yeah, I would say not in height, but like weight wise, it's
Okay, so it wasn't taller, but it was wider. Did it bleed?
no. When we cut it just kind of pussed everything out.
Okay, you see, this is the problem, right? How is it still moving if it doesn't have blood?
It's a puppet.
Magic.
But of course,
Oh,
it's magic. Oh, Rogar, he says. He kind of steps up and like kisses you right on the mouth.
How is this
I
not
don't
the
know if you
first
want
thing
to stop
thought?
him or not, but he's definitely coming in for the kiss, and he grabs you and kisses your mouth, and he says, "You're a fucking genius."
I know.
You rolled a 4 on memory check.
What did I have for breakfast?
What did we
So,
have?
it's magic. You see, that's the thing, right? If it was a fungus, if it took over the brain and it made it do what the fungus wanted, it would still need the body to be able to function, even in the most minimal form. But without blood, without circulation, it can't do that, right? See, it's destroyed the body. So how is it still moving? And you're right, it's magic.
And that glowing thing controls them that we don't know because Lena hasn't told us.
Ta-da!
And here's the real question, Rogar, the final one. Was it hard to kill?
Not really.
Did it in one turn.
It's pretty easy to kill, actually.
Now see, Rogar, if you could do this, if you could make these creatures, right? And if we see that Groban becomes infected in some way, why would you make them easy to kill?
Well, that way,
So you kill more of them and get more infected.
yeah.
Exactly. This wasn't some damage dealer. This wasn't some creature meant to destroy houses, kill a bunch of men, and take as many down as it could. No, it was just designed to be this Trojan horse, this carry-on for whatever diseases it's carrying. And from the sounds of it, it's carrying a lot.
I hope we blocked up the well.
I don't think so.
He looks to you and says,
that again.
Rogar, he looks to you and says, well, my dragon-born friend, and he kind of wipes the sweat away from his brow, and he says, you're the first one to be fucking useful here.
Wow.
I'm sleeping. I'm sorry.
Nice.
I
ask him if there's any, like, weaknesses or, like, precautions that we should take. Not, I know, like, stand far away from it, but...
Well, you're seeing what's happening to Groban now, aren't you?
Yeah.
I wouldn't let these things come close to you. If I were you and I wanted to live through this, I would either pull up an armchair or grab some type of long-range weapon.
Why don't we just wrap all our, like the face, wear goggles and like a mask.
Are there goggles?
Like just cover like the.
You're already wearing goggles, you lucky ass.
I know.
So he looks to you, Rogar, and he says, you've been invaluable, my friend. I couldn't have done it without you.
Wow.
Give me
You
my
see, now that
controller
I have a clear picture of what we're looking for, I can actually go through these texts and find what it is that's going to be attacking this city. So you have been the only one who's been able to help thus far.
Wow.
And thank you.
I tell him anytime.
He kind of nods towards you and then begins to quickly pore over books again, almost instantly forgetting that you're there. And Rogar Ragnak, you're going to gain 750 experience points for helping in research.
Perfect.
Elena and I get XP for yelling the answers at him.
Yeah, you know what? I'll give you each 100.
Wow.
I'll take that.
Okay. Rogar, is there anywhere else that you'd like to go right now?
Well, I ask Wilma if he needs help with anything else before I go.
He kind of is like muttering to himself, and he goes, "No, just go, just go."
Okay. I leave and go back to the guild hall.
Okay, so back in the guild hall, things are slowing down a little bit. More men have taken their leave to go to bed, but you see Irina walking in the front door, and she's walking briskly in the opposite direction as you, going towards the commander's office or chamber.
Oh. Can I follow her?
Okay, so you're just going to turn around and just start walking behind her?
I'll ask her. I'm like,
What's up, girl?
I'll be like, where are you headed?
She says, I'm going to speak with my father. If you want, you can come as well.
Yeah, might as well.
Okay, so Rogar Ragnak, you begin to follow Irina as she heads into Wolfhelm's office with his very large desk, the map of Norian along it, and kind of plated and covered in glass, right? You see Wolfhelm. His back is turned to you guys. His hand's behind it, and he's staring out the window at the pale light of the moon. As you both enter, he turns and says, "Ah, my friends."
Ah.
I say, how are you feeling?
He
You guys like
says,
the peanut butter boy. Ah.
Yes.
"All things considered, Rogar, I feel quite fine. I am saddened at what's happening to Groban. Have you seen him?
No, not recently.
He's having these coughing fits, almost uncontrollably. I'm having to limit the amount of time that our healer can spend in there with him, and he has covered himself to prevent the spread."
Compliment Wolfhelm's pants.
I mentioned to him that Wilman and I looked up a bit more of what that monster was and like
Yes,
how
I
it's
set-
controlled.
Yes, I set Wilmond on the task hours ago. Tell me, is he any more sober than when I left him?
I'm afraid not.
And is he any closer to uncovering what it is?
Well, we discovered that, when you guys cut into it and there wasn't any blood?
Yes, I remember.
Well, there needs to be blood for it to move. And we think it's under control by magic, some sort of magic.
He looks to you and he says, "Well, this is quite the discovery. Even Wilmond, half in the bag, can most of the time uncover what others can't."
Yeah, and I say its main purpose was to infect everyone, not to destroy anything. It was just to infect people.
Then it's as I feared. If our enemy is playing this game, it's a dangerous one to fight. We'll need to consider our tactics and change them as we would with any other beast.
Mm-hmm. And I mentioned to him we should use long-range weapons when we're fighting another one, if it appears.
So he looks to you and he says, "That is brilliant, Rogar. Truly well done.
Yeah.
I want you on this personally. Oversee that all of our men are carrying crossbows as well as bows, and anything that can be thrown or shot.
Okay.
I don't want them engaging the targets and tell them to keep their distance.
Yes, sir.
Another thing, what do you think of this newfound alliance with the wolves?"
I mean, I don't respect any of them, but if they're here to help us, then we might as well.
I am going to run.
If they're here to help us, we might as well fight with them, right?
The enemy of my enemy.
Exactly.
Tyson,
Still my enemy.
I'm the friend of your enemy's enemy.
We will need to keep an eye on their lower-ranked members. Ularic seems to have his mind set on this goal with us, but his daughter and the others, I am not so sure.
Yeah.
That bitch.
We'll just make sure to keep an eye out on them.
That
Nowhere.
bitch.
Go back to sleep.
I peeked my head in.
I
He
just say
looks
we.
to you, Rogar, and he says, "The party that's going out of the gate tomorrow morning. I want you on it.
Oh God. Yes, sir.
Whatever it is that you find out there, share that information with the wolves, but share only what you must.
Okay.
I want to keep them close, but at an arm's length, if you understand what I mean."
Yeah. I ask him who's going out the gates with me.
He looks to you and says, "Ularic has requested that he go personally,
Oh.
so he may do as he pleases. He will most likely leave Lena or McCain in his stead, as they are his best. But other than that, I am not sure. It
Yeah.
seems as though Rodolfo and Ansel will be joining you."
Okay.
Fuck them. They're horrible, man. Get them killed. I don't care about them at all.
Ansel's the best.
I hate
Rogar loves
Ansel.
Ansel.
Yeah.
Every time she comes up, something stupid happens. Oh, I don't know what happened.
I tell Wolfhound that I should get some rest for tomorrow then.
Quite right you are, my friend. Take your leave and rest well.
Okay, I nod my head and I leave.
Okay, I'm going to give you 250 experience points for
Wow.
battle tactics with Wolfhelm.
All right.
Okay, and we are moving on to Tyson McKay.
Wow.
Okay. Actually, Rogar, are you going to your room to sleep, or are you just going to take an empty bed? Because, it's a small room. There's only one cot.
Yeah, I'll just take an empty bed.
Okay. The room beside you is available, so you can just sleep in the room next to yours.
Sure.
Kick that door open as well.
Okay. All right. We're moving on to Tyson McKay. Tyson, in your deep sleep, you hear a knocking sound. As if in a dream, it seems to echo around your mind, and a voice whispers, "Wake up."
Hello?
Are you waking up, or are you just going to continue to talk in the dream?
Both. Nah,
It's
I
one
wake.
eye open.
I wake up.
Okay. So you wake up and turn to see a crow kind of smacking its beak into the glass of your window. It looks to you, and its eye turns from black to a dark shade of green before switching back to black. And a voice in your head again says, "Open it."
Birds are talking to me now.
Welcome to the club.
I was so prepared for you to say, you see a crow tapping on your forehead.
Ouch. Okay, I open the window. What
Okay.
could go wrong?
So you open the window, and the crow flutters in, standing upright and ruffling its feathers on the night table beside you. It opens its mouth and keeps it open. Instead of speaking with the voice, like opening and closing its beak, it just opens its mouth. And the voice is unmistakable. It's Damek, who says, "I trust your dreams were pleasant."
You're fucked.
What's up, D-Man?
D-bag?
No, we're buddies, okay?
Isn't it wonderful, everyone working together?
I like the chaos. I miss it.
As do I. I miss it. So tell me this. What have you come to decide about our previous conversation?
I like what I was gonna do.
Yes,
Why'd
what
put
you
your
were
hand
going
over
to
your
do.
face?
Because he's sleeping right next to you now. He's gonna be like, "Can I have the Dragonborn?" You're gonna say yes, and he's just gonna walk over, grab him, and go back out your window.
Oh my
He
god.
doesn't know him in that room.
Emic knows all.
Oh god.
What was the deal again? You want to refresh my memory?
I require spellcasters. For what purpose, that will remain my business. And you, well, I assume you wish not to die. Your time has run out. Anyone can see it. Soon you will pass into unconsciousness and then into the void. I can prevent that. In return, though, I need you to bring me a spellcaster.
Only could have Groban.
Robin's not a spellcaster. And I don't really know him either. Oh, what are you gonna do to him?
I need to consume him.
Oh, but I don't want him to die.
Death is a part of life, Tyson. You pride yourself on your lack of friends, and yet here you show empathy for them.
Well, he gave me these blankets, so I kind of care about it.
Ah, you're right. Blankets.
Called me a smart ass too.
I like Emic a lot.
Blankets aren't going to keep you warm when you're dead. Think about it. Your planeswalker friend has abandoned you. Your mousefolk friend is nowhere to be found. And you are in a situation where if you don't die today, it will certainly be tomorrow.
You're asking me to
You'll
sell
need to-
out my only friend that hasn't left me.
But the other day you said it was as though he had. And yet
Right.
today you think it's all merry, peachy keen.
Yeah, he carries me to my bed and that's it. He expects me to forgive him, eh?
You need to be well to fight off these horrors. I have seen what's coming, and it doesn't look good for you if you turn away from me now.
Well, tough titties. See ya.
So,
Make a deal.
Do you know the next stage of what happens to you, Tyson? You will lose more of your strength, and then you will slip into unconsciousness. I've seen it before. And once you're there, very little can be done to bring you back. Already you feel the sweet embrace of sleep. That is when the tadpole will emerge, right before you die. Answer me.
I know we're live, so this isn't entertaining.
I so want to say something, but I feel like it'll ruin it for you. I think you need to make your own decision on that. I can just think of 100 different ways out of this situation.
What
And
do
you're
No,
just
you know what we
kill-
should do? We should just take another 5-minute break, throw up the Dicey D20 screen.
20 different ways. Could I just find? Do we know any other spellcasters?
Yeah.
I don't know how
I know
it
this
hasn't
girl.
come up yet.
Why would I sell you out?
Why wouldn't you?
Why are you okay with this?
I'm not, which is
What
why
do,
I
what do
wasn't
you
gonna say
mean,
anything.
why wouldn't you?
Because
Demek
Because
is
he's-
sworn to the leader of the Iron Wolves. He can't go against his wishes overtly.
I know, but
And
you could
ever
try.
since Ularic took you in, Lena, you're off limits to Demek. He's not allowed to touch you.
Sexually.
Well, another thing that I was gonna thinking was that he also Damek even said himself oh, these things are really powerful. You need to be as powerful as you can be for these things. But then he's gonna kill potentially Rogar. So why not say we need as many people as we can for this? You can have Rogar after, but then you'll figure that out once you get to that bridge. Just buy yourself as much time as you can. You'll wiggle your way out of it eventually.
I think about it.
So can I just promise Vel when he comes?
Oh.
Oh, that's a fucking ballsy move.
Yeah, but him and Val would be a good fight.
It would be. That's pretty legit. And I wouldn't promise Vel right away. I would promise it after the battle is over with the poisonous monsters.
I could just promise him Vel. I don't know when Vel's coming. It's clearly not any time to save me.
Yeah.
That's true.
At minimum after the battle is over.
Okay. Alright, Damek. My ideas have changed. I sat here 5 minutes just thinking to myself. You guys were my conscience this whole time. What if I could promise you a stronger planeswalker?
A stronger planeswalker.
One with
The
a
one
lot
who's
more
supposed to
power
be
than
coming to save you.
That's a fucked way to present it to Damek.
It entices him.
Yeah, I know, but that's fucked.
We don't even know that he's coming.
Oh, he'll
So
come.
I help you, and there's no telling if my end of the bargain will be honored.
I can promise you, Damek, he owes me his life, and he swore that he would help me.
That is if he's still alive.
I would know if he was dead.
Oh, you would know.
Yeah, planeswalkers have a sense about each other.
Hmm.
Perception?
It is no knowledge that I know of.
Can I
Tell
try
me
and-
again, how does it work?
Well, when one planeswalker dies, it radiates through the planes, and the rest
Roll
of us
me a
can feel
deception check.
I feel it in my butthole.
it. It's not nat 20, but it's up there.
What do you got?
Deception.
Because I have a
23.
17 plus. Yeah, no, so you beat him. He looks to you and goes, "Perhaps this is true. Perhaps it isn't. But in the world I come from, a deal is made and things are exchanged. I would be handing you your freedom from this curse, and you would be handing me nothing now."
Like
Is it
interest.
solely that you don't want him to die? Because there is another way.
I was gonna make this whole speech about it. It's like interest. You save the weaker planeswalker, you get a stronger one later. But okay, we're going down this path now.
If you don't want your friend to die, I can simply consume the part I need.
His dick.
Yes, his dick.
That's where his magic comes.
It's the bright part, though.
He will lose his spellcasting abilities, but I will gain the power I need. And
That's a
you
negative.
will gain your power back.
And really, all you will have is a spear.
I'll just be a regular warrior.
You could call yourself a bright light. You could just be a nice guy.
You carry around a
No.
lamp all the time.
What if I just sat on your back and whenever you wanted to cast a spell, I cast for you?
Not the same.
It's not the same. That's
Roger, I
funny.
don't want to die.
Just sell Vel out.
Val also had a dragon.
Yeah.
It is a shame about you, Tyson McKay, but you won't live till morning.
Damn it. You want
Well.
Bell?
No, I don't want this Vel. He's not here, and you and I are on borrowed time.
Rogar?
I'm gonna fight him if he tries to kill me.
He's not trying to kill you, he's taking your power.
I'm
What?
nothing without my powers.
That's not true. You're
It's
nice.
100% true.
You're a nice guy and you
I'll
fight.
lose my life points. I won't be able to grow claws or anything. I won't be able to cast spells.
What if we work together to get your powers back after the fact?
You can't.
We could kick Damek's ass.
Do you have a
after.
god?
He
Do you have a
does
god?
not, I don't think.
No.
Jane, what do you think I should do?
Just punch him.
Oh, yeah.
Shane just woke up. Shane was sleeping.
It's a bird.
Yeah, you're just beating up an innocent crow.
Oh yeah, you're talking to a crow. Just
Yeah,
shoot
just
out the
snap
window
his
and say,
neck.
"Damn it! If you want to talk serious, come talk with me."
Gotta get healed still, guys. You're missing that part of it. Wait, is he gonna heal me first, or is he gonna kill him first? Whatever.
How do you
He's not
think
there.
Damek would run this?
Yeah,
He'd
him
kill me first and then he wouldn't heal you. He'd let you die.
Yeah, you haven't done any insight checks on him. You're like, yes, okay, deal.
Just gonna let you die.
You promise you're gonna heal me, Damek?
My word. Of course, I will heal you.
Insight.
Whether your body survives the healing process becomes more of a question every second you hesitate. You're growing weaker, and the concoction I have to cure you is going to hurt a lot.
Sam, I gotta do it.
Does Wolfhound know magic?
I'm gonna fight him if you do. And I'll probably fight
Every
you
second
too.
your life force becomes weaker. You may not survive the healing process if you wait much longer. Where is your planeswalker friend when you need him?
And planeswalkers out of the question.
Sorry? I can hear you, Shane. Stop whispering to him. You fucking dick.
So Vel, you sure you don't want a stronger planeswalker? It's good magic, nice green planeswalker. Level 10 probably.
A Bright Lord now, over a Planeswalker later. Certainly. And how would you be handing me this Vel, this Planeswalker?
I could
He's
trick
more powerful than you are.
Trick him. I'll say, come here.
I said, come here, boy. Vel, I know where he lives.
Oh, you know what? +1 inspiration point and 100 experience points. Vel, I know where he lives.
And I love the thought that let's say there was some way for you to get Dobrik there.
It's a weird name.
Here's the
Domric.
problem.
Domric.
Dammit can't travel to that
He
plane of
doesn't
existence.
have to know where he
But
lives.
let's just say,
Also-
Know that I know where he lives.
let's just say
also-
he got there though. You would be delivering him to a demolished house. He'd be like, "What the?"
Also, you know where the Bright Lord lives, so that's not like a one-up on the Bright Lord plan.
I know, but it's a bit more of a step towards the right direction, right? Of convincing him.
I mean, I guess.
Like I know where he has to go back to.
He's convinced that you can bring the Bright Lord to him. He's not convinced because you told him that, right, the Planeswalker's coming to save you, but he hasn't. And that's why he's questioning whether or not he's even going to show up or if he's still alive or what, right?
You know what?
Does
Vel's
the
gonna
audience-
show up tonight.
Does the audience have any recommendations? Is there anybody going like, "Oh, this is your genius way out that none of us are thinking of"?
Is that what people are saying?
I agree. Yes, 100 times yes.
Thanks,
Wait, did someone
Noel.
say give him Lena?
Yeah, someone in the chat said give him later.
It was
LOL.
Noel Jr.
Wow, sassy.
I'm just throwing it out there. Tyson, do you need some time to think about this, or do you want to move forward with it?
I want to move forward, but I'm really like, I mean, I could die if Vel doesn't show up, or if Damage stop being a bitch. I don't want to kill Rogar.
Then we don't kill him, Tyson. We simply strip him of his powers.
After the fight.
If you're gonna strip my powers, you might as well just kill me.
Jesus.
Fight and then cross that bridge later.
Yeah.
weren't you a Bright Lord before you had your powers? Weren't you a nice guy before then? You were a fighter, a warrior, strong in the army.
Yeah.
So
There's no way I could regain it though if he takes it.
wait. Do we know that? Because you didn't have your powers originally. You grew into them, so maybe you can get them back.
Noah's laughing, so that's a
I'm
negative.
laughing
Stop.
because it's it's because it's Tyson's just like trying desperately to make any plan work that doesn't end in someone dying. He's like, but you could get them back, maybe. Like,
It's a small percentage.
Well, you really don't want to lose your powers, Seb,
I don't.
and you really won't take Bel's powers, Noah.
Demek is not gonna take Vel.
You
And
know
we
what?
don't know where Fievel is, Noah.
Fievel Mausenthrob knocks on the gates. He says, "This is my undead army. No longer will the mouse folk be downtrodden."
That guy there, he's got powers.
No,
Murder
you
his
guys don't.
ass.
You guys do not know where Fievel is.
All right, well,
I don't know, I think Vel's gonna show up for you, bud.
I really don't know. All right, I will say, I can't do that to my friend. Damn it.
Boo. Boo.
Unless you want to ice princess.
I am
I
forbidden.
like that.
I am forbidden to touch the Frost Witch.
Yeah, she doesn't look like she gets touched much.
Plus 100 experience points.
Does Damek laugh?
Shane, we get to go home right now.
Demek looks to you through the crow, Tyson McKay. His eyes flash green for a moment, and the crow speaks again and says, "It was nice knowing you, Planeswalker." And the crow begins to dematerialize into smoke.
No! I bang on the wall beside me.
Okay, so you bang on the wall weakly, and Rogar Ragnak, can you roll me a wisdom check, please?
11?
Okay, it's over 10. I'm going to go with it. You wake up to hear feeble banging on the wall. It sounds like a small child is hitting it with a tiny fist.
I wake up and I go see what the noise is.
So Tyson McKay is covered in sweat. His breathing is shallow and weak,
Gross.
and he can barely raise his head to look at you. His eyes have these dark circles under them, and he looks very thin.
Eat himself as well.
It's sweat.
He wet the bed.
Yeah.
Sweat.
Say, Tyson, are you okay?
My water broke.
Ew.
No, Rogar. I'm not
So as
okay.
Tyson says, "No, Rogar," you see this very large slug-like shape slide over top of his collarbone and down into his chest area.
Oh, God.
But then it disappears underneath his skin, and you can no longer see. It was just protruding skin, right? And
What is that?
you wince in pain, Tyson McKay. It's very painful.
I don't know what to do.
I think that's one of my worst nightmares.
Rogar, I'm gonna die. It's all your fault.
Can I rush down?
He carries you to bed, and you wake up and you go, "It's all your fault."
Can I rush down to the library?
Okay, so you pick Tyson McKay up and rush him down to the library. You have Wilmond, who is currently face down, passed out on some parchment at his desk.
Pass up. I mean,
Okay.
I'm still sad.
You bust in through the doors, and I'm assuming you're just going to place him on the desk.
Well, man.
Okay, so you place him on the desk with a thud, and Wilman wakes up. He goes, "What the fuck?" And he looks at you, and he goes, "Who the fuck is this?"
My name's Tyson,
This is my
and
friend.
I'm gonna die.
Tyson, your eyes are rolling around in your head. You're sweating profusely, and you're mumbling, but no one knows what you're saying.
Oh, so like usual.
I say, this is a close friend of mine, and something's wrong with him. I'm not sure what.
Something's wrong. He's gonna fucking die on my table.
That's the least of your worries.
No, that's the most.
I
That's
think
the most
we-
of my worries.
I think we should try the freezing plan. Come get me.
Push me down the stairs.
Okay, so Wilman looks to you and says, "Why the fuck isn't he in the infirmary? What's going on?"
I saw something crawl around his skin, and I'm not sure what it is.
I'm pretty sure I told you it was a slot baby, didn't I?
I don't know if you told
I
me.
told you it was a baby.
Yeah,
That's all you ever told me.
he's pregnant with something.
I told someone this.
Pregnant with something.
Don't worry. Damn it.
Oh yeah, because that gives me a lot to go on. Great. You know, I'm trying to deal with this fucking plague infestation bullshit, and now you're dropping some dead homeless guy on me.
I
Say, well, you're the only one I could trust with all of this.
Okay, so as you say that, the slug-like shape slides up the collarbone, up to near where the throat is, and seems to sit there for a second before sliding back down into his chest. And
No.
Wilman looks
Ugh.
Wilman looks at it and goes, "Oh, fuck."
I rub my belly and I say tacos for lunch. You know?
No, you're unconscious and you don't know what you're saying. Ladies and gentlemen,
God.
I think this is a good place to leave it for tonight, if I'm being
No.
honest with you, because Tyson
You're right.
McKay's got a lot of things to think about. Rogar Ragnak's got a lot of things to think about. And we just dropped Tyson McKay on the desk of Wilmond, who's not a healer. And
I know. Why don't you ever bring him to the infirmary? I feel like you repeatedly bring him to Wilman, and Wilman continuously goes, "I cannot help you."
Because he does the research on shit, and he'll be able to know what's up.
I think you guys have a lot to
having
think
a slot
about.
baby.
Yeah, I think you guys have a lot to think about, and I think it's probably best that we leave it here, if you guys are cool with it.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything else that
No.
anyone would like to say before we sign off for the night? Tyson, any words?
Good night forever, ladies and gentlemen. It's been nice.
This is
knowing
Tyson
ya
McKay signing off for the last time.
after 54 years on the air.
All right. Anyone else? Any last words?
Does McCain like me yet? Are we gonna have a baby?
Oh yeah, that's
Doesn't it-
really the question we need to answer.
You can have Tyson's baby.
I'm really concerned about myself.
That's fair.
McCain looks at you in a favorable way. I mean,
That
it
I'm
seems
gonna
like
fucking crush his
he likes
heart.
what's going on, you know?
Oh, that's not what I thought you were gonna say.
Okay.
Yeah, she wants
Well,
icy
ladies
I'm
and
gonna
gentlemen,
just destroy his soul.
I shouldn't have woken up.
And destroy his ass.
oh my god, I shouldn't have woken up. I'm going to destroy his ass. I don't even know where this conversation's going anymore. It's off the rails on a Fievel scale. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for listening to the Dicey D20. As always, it was a pleasure bringing you guys this pod morning, evening, noon, or night. We certainly had a blast with it. And this is your DM signing off.
Tyson's dying. It's all your fault.
I think it's your fault for getting infected in the first place.
It's all your fault. Everyone. It's Fievel's fault for not being there for me, so I could sell him out. Because you know I'd sell him out in a heartbeat.
It's just a mouse.
Take me off, Shane. Any questions from the fans before we go?
Thanks for
Nice.
watching,
Welcome,
Noel.
buddy. Or lady. I don't know. I just guess.
Is this Luke Knowles?
No. Way to sell his name out. Alright. Tyson signing out.
Elena signing in for round 2.
Yo,
go
say
again.
Roga, let's go.
Round 2, Noah.
I'll just choke you out with a pillow. I think that'll be the best.
That would be so funny to do that. Could you imagine you go through all that together just for Rogar to take a pillow?
Just like one flew over the cuckoo's nest. I'm the cuckoo.
I really have to
Nest.
pee. Whew.
Are we offline? Okay, we're off.